Oh, there we go. Well, I'm about as prepared as I normally am. Hi. Hey. Hello, everyone. Right, where's my pen? Pen, coffee. Tablet. Is it synced properly? No, it's not. Oh, do 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 do. Right, bear with. Nope. I'm like hovering the pen over the pen display and it's like an inch off to the left, so you've got to kind of set it up to work with the monitors. No, it's still an inch off. Why are you off to the left? Let's try again. Please work. Just come on. There you go. Right. Excellente. Hey Benjamin, how you doing? KDD. Late OP. Oh, I'm always late. Late ski. Meh. Bro, I'm a student and cannot afford expensive courses. Ah, well, they will be there if and when you are ready. I've been doing this for 20 years, so if you wanted to shortcut a lot of time, they're there. I'll teach you. Or if you could find another course that's more affordable, I would always recommend some sort of structured learning from an instructor that you like, who is experienced and who has a course or a product you can afford. Yeah, exactly. My YouTube, I've got like 800 or 900 videos on YouTube. Rinse that, rinse all of YouTube. The only downside to rinsing YouTube is that's what I did, and it took me years. You kind of learn, what's the right term, like in piecemeal. You know, if you've got a bingo card and there's 10,000 things you could learn about Photoshop all on a bingo card, you're kind of cherry picking random things by watching tutorials. And that is the downside. Tutorials are great, but they just teach you random stuff and you miss out the basics and the beginner things. And you get, like me, 15, 16, 17 years into your career and you're still every now and then learning something very basic. And it's like, how did I not know that? Oh, of course, I didn't do any kind of course or have any structured learning. There we go. So yeah, courses, very good. Do an Affinity designer video soon, please. Maybe. Oh, hello, Poppy. All I hear is meow, meow, meow. The cat's meowing, or Crumble was meowing like a second ago, but now he's gone to sleep. Oh, thank you, Benjamin. Yes, I would 100% agree. Right, we're going to do some more Photoshop. Okay, right, I kind of need two images actually. If I show you, that is the snake. We'll just quickly start off with the snake before and after. I forget, I think I might have shared this on YouTube and in the community, but I forget where I've shared things. There's a lot going on. In fact, I also forget where I've put the damn file. Where have you gone? Okay, I know what it's called. I called it the snake's apple in the end, which is very apt. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, right, let's open this up. It's a PSB file, so it's rather large. Can you do a recap of the curve settings when combining two photos to different colors? Yeah, sure. Is this loading? Yeah, it is. Oh man, PSB files. PSD is nice and snappy, but if your document goes over 2 gig in file size, can't use PSD. You got to PSB it, which is a bit slower and not as optimized. So this is the original. So yeah, what you're talking about is part of compositing. So compositing is when you combine one or more images, sorry, 2 or more images together. You can't combine an image with itself, Dan, goodness me. And you've got to balance the exposure and the color. The 2 most important things and the 2 things that I think a lot of people often get wrong. I've seen some great creative ideas when we've done the design reviews. Just amazing ideas, super creative. But it's always the basics that kind of let the execution down, that technical execution. That's why I'm always banging on about the basics. And in my first Photoshop course, the first class one, there is an entire module dedicated to the fundamentals. Because there's a few different ways you can do it right, the best ways in my opinion. Excuse me. And there's 20 different ways you can do it wrong. So there's the original. And that is the finished version, which kind of turned out right actually. I'll be honest, the hardest bit was the apple, specifically the crater, the bite taken out of Snaky's apple. He wasn't too happy about that, so he's a bit protective now. But yeah, redid that one quite a few times. Oh, thanks, Benjamin. Yeah, it turned out quite well actually. It was, I feel like it was a bit of a slow start, especially with the apple. This was the 4th frickin' apple. And I put 3 others in and the angles didn't match and I thought I could get away with it. Turns out I couldn't. So I had to go on Envato Elements and get an apple specifically where it was showing part of the underside. And then it kind of fell in place after that. But yeah, lots of, I mean, just look at this. This isn't best practice, by the way, at all. I know I was saying you should keep your adjustment layers to a minimum. This is 100% not the way to do it. But sometimes it's just the way it ends up. And this one was quite challenging with, oh yeah, like with the snake, that sort of rib texture and some of the scales. I had to kind of brush in the shadows between the snake and the apple. Got the tail in the foreground. But then also kind of adding highlights and shadows to this ribbed part here. And yeah, with the shadows, there was a lot of back and forth. So whereas you can do a lot of exposure stuff on 2 or 3 adjustment layers, every time I had to do a new bit, by the end of it, I was like just banging a new adjustment layer. So down here, these 2 here, I know that these 2 are specifically for this part of the tail. If I just turn that off. Yeah, so you can see here, definitely makes a big difference. And it's horrible to look at, but it's not too bad if it's my file because I know what I'm doing, so. Hey, Afif. Good on you for not settling for less. No, never settle for less. I was up late last night spending a ridiculous amount of detail and time trying to perfect the little details. Yeah, even this sort of thing, it's kind of hidden with the blur. Oh man, this file is huge. Yeah, this kind of like halo fringing around the edge, this weird little outliney glow thing. Yeah, that stuff, that can really kind of, at least in my opinion, mess up what is a good design, because you can see where the image is kind of, you know, where they've been cut out, and you don't want to do that. You want to blend them so they look like they're one. I'm watching from Bangladesh. Oh, awesome. I think most of my students are from Bangladesh. I'm pretty sure it's Bangladesh. Oh yeah, the tongue as well. I was really proud with that. I drew that tongue. That tongue, the saliva. In fact, the whole thing was drawn. The only thing that wasn't drawn was the texture. And for that, I actually got a photo of a tongue. Just to get some realistic texture. Where is it, if I can find it? Yeah, it turned out alright actually, considering. So it started off just literally brushing in like a pink forked tongue. I had a reference image and I had to sort of try and get the angle right. And then it was a case of using the exposure adjustment there to try and brush in the shadows and the highlights to where I think they would be. Change the color a bit. Yeah, these two made a big difference. Yeah. Yeah, and then adding the shadows along the sides, they can really help images and graphics and things that feel flat. It can help blend them together a bit more because you're kind of giving them a bit more of a, you're giving them a bit more contouring so they feel a bit more three-dimensional. And then the last bit was the texture and the saliva. That is just like a brush, a really fine brush with a low flow value, or you can do it with opacity as well. Just adding some stringy bits around the tongue. Yeah, came out all right. Hey Heather, hello Brew Crew, how are you doing? I'm very good, Heather. I've got my brew here. This is probably about four hours. No, it's more than that. It's about 6 hours old now. But it's been reheated. I'm not fussy. Watching from Kosovo. Oh, excellent. Yeah, the tongue was drawn, but this is the thing. I'm not good at drawing at all. Like, genuinely. If any of you caught the stream in Spain, I think it might have been a private stream, I can't remember, but if you saw the stream in Spain, you got to see me draw on the spot, and it's awful. Yeah, I'm definitely by no means an artist, but put me in Photoshop and give me all of Photoshop's tools. I can draw tongues and penguins, apparently. So I can competently draw enough. And to be honest, the tongue, like drawing the shape, is not really skillful, but it's using the adjustment layers to add the shadows and the lighting that makes it look good. If you said to me, draw a cat, you'd die laughing. It would be just... Do you use a Wacom tablet? I've got one. I mostly use pen displays now, because they're just... Drawing directly on a screen is just superior, in my opinion. It's amazing. You can use it as a normal tablet, like I'm looking at the screen now. So I'm kind of using this just like a graphics tablet. But if I wasn't streaming and I wanted to kind of hunch over and actually draw directly on the screen, that's probably what I would do. Good tongue. Apple looks kind of flat. Yeah, the apple was pretty tricky. Where's the final version? I could make it look more rounded, and I'll probably go in there and spend a ridiculous amount of hours finessing it, but maybe not. I don't know. At some point you got to just move on. You got to get on to the next thing, you know, otherwise I could spend a silly amount of hours perfecting the apple when I could be trying something else. But yeah, this one was pretty tough, and it was harder actually starting it live, because designing and working live is a lot harder, and I'm usually, for me at least, a lot slower than when I do it on my own. If I were to kind of do it on my own and I'm not thinking about talking about what I'm doing and chatting and reading comments and just, you know, doing the whole live stream thing, I can just focus 100% of my brain on exactly what I'm doing, and I usually work a bit faster, and I don't really waffle on too much like I am now. But yeah, it's always fun to kind of flick on the before and the after. You can go into this file as well, and I'll just quickly show you the progression, and then yes, we will get to compositing. In fact, we're going to be doing some more Photoshop today, so we'll see that in action. So I think it was a few streams ago, Raquel and somebody else suggested snake and apple. So if anyone has any ideas for two random objects, they don't have to be related. They could be, I don't know, salt shaker and desert, or I don't know, whatever, lava lamp and moon. Just two random objects, and we're going to just try and fuse them together in a creative way. So yeah, this was after 3.5 hours. So normally it wouldn't take me this long to get to this point, but it was a good start, and it was enough for me to look at it and go, yeah, I think this concept's got some legs to it, unlike our snake, who doesn't have any legs, unfortunately. But it's always good to just try and do the composing bit first before you get too into all the shadows and the lighting, because if you put all that time into like pen tooling every object and you do all the lighting and the shadows, and then you realize you want to make changes, like we had the other day when I switched out the apple 3 bloody times, you just wasted a ton of time. So what I should have done is I should have got the right apple from the start and done the composition and worked that a bit more. Yeah, so this was 3.5 hours, and then after I ended the stream I did another hour, and you can see the difference going from that to that in the space of an hour. And at that point it was like, okay, yeah, we've kind of arched the tail in the foreground, which just creates a bit more visual interest, kind of having it on an angle. It masks a bit at the bottom there, so I don't have to worry about retouching it. So there's kind of a lazy angle there as well. And then this is a sort of progression. So I think this was a bit more. You can see working in the highlights on the apple. Adding the leaves, that did take a while. We did most of that on stream. Was it yesterday? New apple, loads of visual effects, particles, light rays, sun rays, God rays, whatever you want to call them. Oh, path blur for the leaves, rotting a bite out of the apple, and then you can sort of see how it all kind of comes together. So yeah, we're going to do it all again now. Then we're going to see. Document size. Oh, I think that's probably big enough. I do sometimes work at a larger size, but actually let me open up my other file. This is another one I did. Oh, I think that's a big enough size, yeah. Before, after. I always want to work as large as I can. But the problem is, when you're working with giant files, things can get very slow and it just becomes this very painful process. So I think, yeah, we're going to go with this. And that's still a 3:4 ratio as well, so portrait. So we're just going to call this whatever, because I've got no idea what this is going to be. We'll see if we can get a slightly quicker start today. I'm not an artist is the biggest lie. No, I'm honestly, well, no, I think, when I say artist, I mean, I'm talking about the more traditional sense. I definitely look at what I create as art or photo manipulation or whatever you want to call it as the end result. But when it comes to, you know, most of traditional art with drawing, even when you see, oh, I mean, there's loads of them, loads of digital artists who work in Photoshop. And they'll kind of, you know, they'll get their grays and, you know, let me, all my panels seem to load up on the wrong window. And they'll do this and they'll sketch out and they'll go, yeah, this is going to be my landscape and I'm going to have a person in the foreground and then there's going to be a sun ray over here, and they'll use all these different shades of grey and it'll look amazing in like 5 seconds and they'll compose it. I don't do any of that. I probably should. But yeah, the end result might look more like akin to art, but I definitely feel like I work more as a designer slash Photoshop user rather than a traditional artist. A cat and a crystal ball. Oh, a cat would be tricky with all the fur. Ha! A genie in a lamp. Interesting. Okay. What about a lamp buried in the desert with a little puff of smoke coming out? Yeah, that's a really cool idea. Boom-tastification. Having like something that's traditionally quite small, massive. Like having a bunch of buildings and then one of those buildings is just a giant can of something. Genie of a lamp in the desert. Very, very Aladdin vibes. What's that song? Da, 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 a faraway place. Do, 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 do. Oh, I could put Aladdin on. That'd be hilarious. Hey, Moosh. Hang on. Let me try and do the gong without knocking the coffee over. Me and Poppy did a thing last night. It was called a sound bath. Has anyone heard of that? Where you basically take blankets and duvets and pillows and you go and lie in a room with a bunch of strangers. It's dark and there's fairy lights. And we had someone who I think was like, I'm not entirely sure what she does. She's very like spiritual. She does Reiki, all this kind of healing stuff, but she does it with sound. And she had these instruments and these massive gongs. Oh my goodness, it was just insane. Like every time she was like doing the gong, like ding, 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 but doing it in obviously very specific frequencies. And every time she hit the gong, I just felt this like wave of like just energy going through me. It was absolutely bizarre. And like as soon as she started the gonging, oh, when she was gonging, I couldn't feel my feet and my fingers, and I just went completely numb. It's probably one of the most relaxing things I can ever remember doing. It was absolutely brilliant. Oh, okay, gotcha, Jeff. Maybe just bring down the highlights on the top edge. Possibly, yeah. With stuff like that, yeah, that apple gave me more trouble than I thought it would, actually. I was quite surprised by that, but, you know, it's good. Keeps you on your toes. And it was a case of add a shadow here, a highlight here, shadow here, remove that there, just keep tinkering and then looking at it and going, does it look right? All art is valid. You're just as much an artist as anyone who uses pencils or paintbrushes. Thank you, Benjamin. Pant brushes. Lol. What are we brainstorming? That's a good question, Moosh. 2 random objects to composite together. Yeah. Ideally, if I'm honest, I think ideally something that's not an animal or something organic like a person. Like an inanimate object. I'd quite like to do an inanimate object if I'm honest. So, a snail on a motorway. No, I haven't. Eric, how do you say that? Johannesson? I'm going to screenshot that comment and I'll look up his work later. Reminds me of his surreal work. Okay, interesting. Is that very like photo manipulation-esque? Giant cat on a subway track. In the middle of a city. Oh no, not Kitty on the subway track. Hey, Mayor. How many days your last photo manipulation? Oh, do you know, I don't know. If I do screen recording when I'm not doing it live, I can usually track how long it's taken, but guitar and weed. Robot in a library. Interesting, okay. Yeah, I think the last photo manipulation, the snake one, I've definitely done at least 6.5 hours of it live. Not live, probably another, I'd probably say about 10 hours in total. If I did the whole thing not live, I reckon I probably could have done it in about 6 or 7, maybe. And then spent another hour finessing insignificant details that no one's going to notice. And I bet none, if you didn't see it yesterday, you probably wouldn't notice that there is actually a cinnamon bun up in the tree above the snake. Don't ask why. Yeah, no, I kind of guessed, Benjamin. I like pant brushes. Ask DeepSeek. Well, I've got ChatGPT here with a few ideas. Octopus in a teapot. Oh my god, what about like an octopus teapot? That'd be interesting. Hot air balloon and a jellyfish? Hot air balloon. Snail in a house. Umbrella and a jellyfish. Yeah, you kind of almost want to like have the shapes kind of similar. Yeah, it's got one here, light bulb and a fish bowl. I think light bulbs have been done 1,000 times over, but yeah, you could do something like that. Umbrella and a jellyfish. Love the octopus in a teapot. Well, do you do the octopus in a teapot, or does the octopus become the teapot? Right, so this is, I'm going to use AI to generate the stock imagery. So let's do, well, we'll just see what we get with an octopus first. So I'm going to type, not that, that's nothing. Octopus. I wonder what it would generate if I spelled it incorrectly. Octopus. Portrait. We'll just see what it does. I've got no idea how many credits whatever I've got left. In a light bulb. Do you know, Jay, someone else said do Medusa the other day. And I do love that idea. Well, there's like a Medusa character in Dragon's Dogma 2 as well. It's a video game, and has like a purple eyes, like the gaze, where if you look in the eyes you turn to stone. A cinnamon roller coaster. A mobile phone held by a skeleton due to social media addiction. I mean, I love the idea. Yeah, something that makes a statement, right? Oh, he also photographs pretty much all his assets. Nice. So also a photographer. His work is really next level. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to just type octopus tentacles, and then maybe just tentacles on their own. Tentacles can be quite fun to try and combine with things. Oh, 100%. Yeah. 100% visual electric. If you want to go down the route of generating more stock assets, like I've said 1,000 times before, Midjourney for me, like, you can use it to generate stock assets. It's a lot slower. This is designed more to just be able to kind of have these boards, and you can just do exactly what you'd hope you'd be able to do with something. This is more aimed at designers, I think. But yeah, with Midjourney, I've got no interest in generating the end result where I do nothing. I like generating like the basic images completely unretouched, and then I can go in and do my own thing. And then I do all the work. And so, you know, you can see the transformation, you can see the work and the skill that's gone into it. I have no interest in just generating an end result and going, there you go, look at what I made with prompts. It just got no connection. Fish having a cold drink of water. A rat knocking on a bar door in the 1800s. That is very specific. The Sphinx. Yeah, okay, so I've not actually got to, I haven't been able to find that yet. I've played a lot of that game and I still haven't found the Sphinx. That's the thing that's like massive, isn't it? And there's like a riddle or a puzzle, or there's some sort of quest you've got to do and you can get it wrong, and it's like a bit of a game. Squid in a fountain pen. Oh, hang on. Squid, octopus, ink, pen. Is ink an octopus exclusive thing, or do squids have ink as well? Octopus floating up. Minecraft. Oh, this is way better. No, I can't. I'm not using Firefly. I feel like this platform's more for generating stock assets, whereas I think Firefly can be useful for some things, but I think that the user experience design, I used to do a lot of UI design, and the user experience design of this platform is just amazing. It just gives you everything. It works how you want it to work. So here I can just choose the type, easy navigation, orientation. I can move around this like I would any document. It's just a big paste board effectively that you can, and the whole thing has just been designed very intuitively. Like, it doesn't take really any experience to know how to use this, and I always appreciate good UI UX design because that's like part of my background. Oh, okay, they both got ink. Interesting. Well, a squid would lend itself a bit more. What? It's like a balloon. Oh my goodness. That is hilarious. A squid with a pen. generate a teapot. This is probably one of the most important parts of the process, is getting the right images as well. The right images, the right angle. Octopus with flowers. Ooh. Oh, I quite like this teapot. I could stick a teapot in the mountains and then put a little house on top of the teapot. Just playing with the idea of scale that I think someone mentioned a minute ago. What about a golden lamp? And then we'll try golden Aladdin. No, that's not Aladdin. Is it Aladdin? I have a great idea. Go on then, go for it. Go for it, mate. We'll see if it's as great as you think. Yeah, a few people said genie lamp. Do Dansky in America. I'll just do me wrapped in the USA flag. Hey, good morning. Cactus and a pineapple. A skull and a candle. Oh, that's kind of, I mean, it's kind of simple. So you could have a skull and then you could have candle wax over the top. A swan and a violin. Oh my goodness. A turtle and an island. So a turtle shell, let's just see if I can, turtle shell, that becomes the island. That'd be a bit different. Octopus on a teapot where the lid is supposed to be and the ink flowing out of the spout. Maybe not that great, but sure creative. That is very creative. Okay. All right. Okay. Symmetrical octopus looking at camera. I'm going to type menacingly because I have an image. And now you've said that, I've got an image in my head. Do you mentor starting logo designers? I am going to be launching a 12-week mentorship program in the not too distant future. And that's going to be working on a one-to-one basis. It's going to be 3 people every quarter. So it'll be like a 12-week program, essentially 3 months, working on a one-to-one basis. But I'm only going to be doing it with like maximum 3 people, just so I can give those people my full attention. And that's going to be very exciting. I cannot wait to see the types of transformations we get there. So that would be someone who's a beginner designer, and I'm just going to work very, very closely with them. It includes all my courses. I'm going to throw everything at you. Have all the courses, there you go. Have me, there you go. Live one-to-one sessions. So that's the best way to do it, I think. Yeah, Visual Electric, Kevin. Kevin. Oh, that. Oh, maybe this one. Although I don't know how. This one's perfect, actually. Oh my god. His tentacles are extending quite far. and it's a little bit, some of the tentacles kind of loop back into himself, but he's got the look and he is symmetrical, and that's what I wanted. Okay, nearly symmetrical. We're getting very specific now. But if I had to work with that one, that's okay. I could cant him to one side, tilt him, adjust the tentacles, get rid of this whatever the hell this weird thing is, and then trim off these double tentacles. I can edit that. And there will be a teapot in the way. And then we could have the teapot, the spout kind of coming up here. Could even put the tentacle in the spout. Although I quite like the idea of the ink coming out. I guess you could warp it if you needed to. Oh, 100%. Yeah, these tentacles are getting puppet warped to hell and back. Oh, that's quite a good one as well. Oh, okay. Why not? Let's try it. This one could be good. All right, I'm going to generate a few more. We'll generate a few more. Then we'll get a move on. I think the teapot will be easy. Even these teapots are quite good. What kind of teapot would I like? That is a lovely looking teapot there. Probably need one with a longer spout. I could probably make the octopus a bit smaller actually, and I could try and wrap the tentacles around the handle and the teapot. Oh my god! I could have the octopus pouring the tea himself. So I need one with a handle for him to wrap the tentacle around. So maybe that one. I don't know. We'll play around with teapots. A kraken, yeah, I suppose. Would this know what a kraken is? It might need to be that one because the tentacles there are very like free flowing out away from the body, which means I could actually cut them out and then reposition them, whereas all these ones, the tentacles overlap. So I'm gonna upscale that one and we'll give it a go. And then, what did I just say? You like the black one? Oh, I've totally forgotten what I just said. Ooh, what are some of these? Oh, that one could be quite good. Okay. Yeah. I do like that one though. He just looks annoyed. And it looks more like an octopus. I don't like his weird kind of bulb head there. And the shadow here kind of lends itself to him wrapping around the teapot. Yeah, well, we'll try that. Right, okay, I'm going to type old black teapot with a handle and long spout. Oh, what was the other thing I just said? I literally said something a minute ago. I was going to generate and I've totally forgotten what it was. Blah, blah, blah. Pouring the ink, yeah, not tea. Unless it is a new type of... well, that's definitely not an old teapot. No, I don't want that handle. I want the other handle. I want a hand handle. Oh, whoops, I put... Oh, for goodness sake, Dan, I meant to type old, not gold. Derp. Okay, let's try again. Right. Oh, this is going to be interesting. There's me saying I'd like an inanimate object, and I've gone with a blimmin' octopus. Vintage teapot. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Silly me. Silly me, Benjamin. Right. Okay. I think the scene for this one's going to be probably the easy bit. It's the octopus and the teapot where all the work is going to happen. So, what about that one? Oh, I don't know what to search for. Like, I want a handly bit, more of a handle. Like, yeah. Okay, let's. What? Like a what? I didn't type that. All right, we're going to type vintage teapot. We'll just type vintage. Keep the color open. Okay, let me have a look. Discord. I mean, I do love the idea. Yeah, the idea of the turtle with the entire city on it. We could do that as well, but I'm just conscious that, oh, hello, this is a little bit more like it. That's a bit more interesting. Maybe one of these. Spout and flat lighting. I kind of want flat lighting, so then I can do the shadows myself. This one could be very good though. I think that could be it actually. Yeah, that one's perfect. It's got a big accentuated handle, nice big spout. Just before we do commit to this, I'm gonna just type city with tall buildings and get a turtle. The other idea was having a turtle flying through the sky with a city on its back, which is quite different. Wide angle, city, skyline with tall buildings. Right, where's Octopus? We'll get you ready just in case you get the go ahead, you angry octopus. Right, I need some music. Right, where did we end up? I think we're going to go with the octopus. Because otherwise I could sit here and generate loads of skyline ideas. So, let's give it a go. Yeah, you need to get the right angle. When streaming, yes, I've got two displays. I've got my laptop, which has chat on it, streaming software. Anything I don't want shown publicly is on my laptop. And then I've got a monitor in front of me, a nice big monitor, and that's the screen that you and everyone else sees. Then I've got a pen display connected. Usually, if I'm at home or in the office, I've always got a pen display. especially when doing stuff like this. Right. Okay. All the pressure, Dan, to try and make this look good. Let's go. Smart object first of all. Right, object selection should make short work of this. I'm still not going to pen tool it or anything like that because I don't know. This might, once I put it together, not work still. So it's not got 100% the green light yet. But we'll see. Alright, should grab this fella. Not entirely. We'll try object selection. That's done a better job. So yeah, definitely experiment with subject selection and object selection. I'm finding object selection better and better. I don't know if Adobe's been secretly buffing that tool, but it does a better job than select subject quite a lot of the time now. Okay. Got to get the scaling right now. Dunk. Okay. So we're just going to very quickly mask this out just to kind of see. Is it just me or is there something weird about the idea of a teapot going into an octopus? Is it weird? Hey, Pestalil. Oh dear. Like, if the ink squirty bit's up there and we got this, not, do you know what I mean? It's not very comfortable, surely. I don't know. Maybe they're having a good time. It's absorbing the teapot. It's quite weird a little bit. I mean, we know it's there, but oh yeah, look at this. You see that? Hang on, if I get it back. That could coil round almost perfectly. I could keep that one at the... Oh, this one here, actually. I could get rid of this one and keep that one that could wrap around the handle. Same here. This one here would perfectly, almost perfectly, I could warp it to wrap around the handle. And then what have I got here? That, yeah, I've got to try this. I mean, we'll try and make it as non-weird as possible, but I feel like this will be pretty cool in the end. No, it wasn't on my bingo card either. Fatu Tutorials. Oh, hello. Who are you? Sunil. Excellent. Graphic designer and 3D artist. Ah, welcome. Right. What do we think? Octopus teapot? Teapoctopus? I don't know. Whatever we go with. And then I guess the whole thing, we could, in the end, we could tilt it and have it pouring something out somehow. And maybe even, this is getting a bit bonkers, have a tentacle reaching up, so it's kind of coming out of nowhere, almost. We'll do it flat first, but Octopus. Right, that's it. I gotta do this. It's too perfect. I feel like the stars have aligned today. Even though it's like 3 o'clock. Octopus. That is great. Alright, I'm gonna go with it. We gonna go with it. Okay. Alright, first I've got to clean this up. Again, this is why I don't bother masking, going too hard with the masking at the start. Because I gotta check it out. But with the tentacles, the name, it just feels like the one to go with. Nice, that'll do. Fix it later. Right. Octopus. Okay, we're gonna go mask this out. Brush. No, I need a slightly harder brush. Okay. I'm hoping the shadows on this, on the teapot, should be quite straightforward. Then again, I probably thought the same thing with the apple. Right, so we're going to cut into that a little bit. Get rid of this kind of shadowy bit around the edge. That's why I've got the brush set at 70–80%. So it's not going to be really hard and look unnatural and fake, like a crystal clear perfect cutout. But you don't want 0%, because then the edge will be soft and feathered and you'll get like a fluffy cutout, and that ain't no good. Yeah, now we've got like a light halo, so we're just going to cut around that. Hello.
You still streaming?
Yeah. Oh, what is that? Oh, yes, please. Oh, yes,
A very
please.
heavy bag of food.
Glass and ice, please. Chink, chink.
Big shop.
I got carried away. I pushed away too much now. What do you reckon to this, Pops?
Oh, hold on. Oh, your horses.
My horses.
Mommy, could you get me something?
No. Oh, I get home and he instantly wants something. Ooh.
I think this was this a thief's idea, I think. Hey, Raquel.
Which side's the...
We're doing it. Right. Is this a bit weird? Just be honest, right?
It's a little bit weird.
So, but I feel like it's only weird if you know the knobbly bits there. So the idea with this, I think this was a thief's idea. The idea is that we're going to have the octopus on the teapot, his tentacles wrapped around the handle and the spout. He's going to be pouring his own tea, but it's actually going to be ink because he's an octopus. Flipping good idea, right?
Ink tea.
I totally came up with that on my own. Did not. No one else suggested that. It was all my own. 100%, 120% my own idea.
Hi.
Get
Hi,
out.
Moosh. Hi, Raquel. Hi, Benjamin. Hi, everyone.
Get away from me! I'm going to run over your toes.
No.
No, social
No
distancing.
drink for you.
Oh no,
What?
please.
Steak.
I was only joking. You got steak. You're going to do me a steak on stream. Yes! Let's have steak. Heather says hello.
Who? Who says hello?
Heather.
Hi.
I can't speak today. She says, how cute. She's talking about me. Right, what was I doing? Okay. Hang on a second. Where does... There was like an extra tentacle on there, wasn't there? Right, okay, hang on. Oh, this is going to be cool. I'm excited about this one.
There's some tentacles in the bag for me.
Hold on. I got snacks.
Yeah, this is the problem with AI generated stuff. Okay. Just got to make sure I cut it in the right place.
Like one of those.
Moon in the middle of an ice mountain. Oh, we've got octopus teapot now. We are fully into octopus teapot.
And subscribe to my daddy.
Say again?
Like and subscribe to my daddy.
I thought you were talking to me then. I can't subscribe to myself.
The 4-year-old says like and subscribe.
Oh my goodness, I'm being surrounded by children. Oh no. Right, I think I got that right. Sort of. Maybe just get rid of that shadowy one. As we found out recently with the snake thing, that the snake was had extra eyes generated. AI obviously don't always generate something realistic. It might add in extra eyes and a few extra fingers or something. Okay, let's try and get this nice and straight. It's all like a flick of the wrist to try and get the straight ones, and then if it goes wrong, you've just got your Command or Control ZZ to undo it. Hi, La Belle Poppy.
Hey. What is that?
That's not me saying that.
Oh.
That was Betsalil. Oh, thank you very much. I think we might get there this year. Hi, Dansky. I watched you before, like more than 10 years ago. How are you? Oh, excellent. Doubly, triple welcome then. Yeah, God, we've been going a while. It's going to be 11 years this October. And started out making pizza videos. Actually, no, I think we did a private stream a while ago where so a few of you have seen this. We showed some of our early videos when we lived in Spain. That's where the YouTube channel started, Spain. And there are a few drunk videos there as well, which are quite fun. Okay, 110 score. Oh, I'm feeling good about this. A few people have emailed me recently and they've said they struggle to kind of get going. They'll open the software and it's just kind of blank, not sure what to do. I think if you've got like an idea or something like this, even though we're right at the beginning here, it's like, okay, the goal is to combine an octopus with a teapot. As long as you've got that end goal and you know exactly what the outcome you're shooting for is, I think it gets easier. I think if you just open the software with no idea of what your plan is, you've basically got the entirety of all limitless creativity at your fingertips, and it can be a bit like, shit, what do I do now? Do you know what I mean? Like quite overwhelming. I get that with Blender quite a lot. So what I do is I'll open Blender and I'll just make a ball, add some lights to it and make it spin round and then animate it. It's good fun. Heather, there is a cat somewhere. He's behind me, but I don't think he's noticed me yet. Asselbeck, hello. Right, where am I going to put him? We're going to have him high up here? Or maybe just get a bit more of the teapot? Or do we have him a bit further down? That's like a little mouth there. That looks like a little mouth. I don't know if I want to keep that or not, maybe. Okay, so how am I going to do this now? I'm going to have to... I think I'm going to have to get rid of the tentacles I don't want and slice off... Sorry, but slice off some of the other ones. And then have them on their own layers, then I can manipulate them however I need to. So yeah, it's a bit of weird AI tentacle merging going on here, but let's get rid of all the ones we don't want first. And then I can slice up our octopus. Ah, very good. This is my concentrating place. There we go. Alright, not too bad. It's down here. Try and get that straight. Okay, I've got to rotate it around. I've got a tendency to kind of pull to the left, so I can rotate the canvas to better suit my wrist and how I sort of flick my wrist to get a straight line. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to have this part of the tentacle going behind. So I actually need to bring back the gold. Yeah, okay. Now we can go around the teapot.
Dan, I got more of the olive bread.
Hey?
I got some more olive bread.
Oh no. The olive bread returns. Yeah, look at this, the way they're interlocked. That's so cool. Okay. Oh, such a good idea. This is so cool. Is there a faster way of doing this? Yes, probably. But this is how I get the best result. And I actually quite like the process. I enjoy the process of brushing. It actually just is something that feels nice to do, and I actually quite enjoy it. And this way, by brushing around each curve, I'm not automating this part of the process. So I'm basically like doing QA at the same time, quality checking, and just assuring that the quality and the cutout is clean. Like, I don't know if you saw the beginning, but we did use object selection then. So that's what I would do. I would do the speedy cutout just to check that the concept works. Once I know it works, then I'll commit the time to pen tooling the whole damn thing. Or like, you know, the crashed before saving competition, if you entered that, we did that last year. You know, there was the clock tower image. I dumped that in to check that I liked the composition, and then I spent between 1 and 2 hours pen tooling the whole Big Ben clock tower. I wouldn't do that straight off the bat because I might not use it. So oh, that's amazing, thank you. I'm sorry for ruining all other tutorials. Yeah, no, I do personally like a nice succinct tutorial. Unless it's someone I enjoy watching, then it's like, okay, you can talk a bit longer, that's fine. But yeah, usually with tutorials, it's like, I got a problem, I need a solution, just lay it on me, give it to me straight. Right, I'm going to pen tool this. This is usually with man-made products, I find the pen tool very useful, because man-made products, rather than organic shapes, they have a degree of precision because they've obviously been manufactured with a precise process, usually. So pen tooling them, it's just going to give you those perfect curves and maintain those clean lines that they had when they were created. Yeah, there we go. Much better and easier and quicker than brushing. And we'll just fix that little humpity bump there. Nice, very good. Huh. Oh man, we've got to decide where to put this fella as well. I mean, in the teapot image, we've actually got a surface in a background. We could use that. Then we get the teapot shadow as well. So, but we'll come back to that. Oh my god, I just had an amazing idea. Oh, I've just had the best idea. Oh, this is so good. Right. Okay, hang on. You ready for this? What's the size? Oh no, the sizing's different. Hang on. I know I could do it with this. Okay, you ready for this? This is amazing. Quite literally the icing on the cake. It's got a little hat.
Oh.
It's not weird anymore. There's no knobbly bit underneath. We'll pretend it's not there. He now has a little hat. And I could probably blend that in as well to the octopus skin, or yeah, skin, I guess. It's adorable. The lid is a hat. Yeah, you got it, James. Yeah. So adorable. We could actually even put the lid on an angle. So I know someone said about the symmetry earlier. The whole thing's too symmetrical. We could actually just... Oh, thank you. Oh, look at this service. We could tilt it to one side. There's like a little... Oh, it might look a bit weird. Like a little hat. Over one of his eyes, maybe. Oh, either way, whatever we do, it'll look magnificent. Look, he's got a little hat. This is brilliant.
Is it a candlestick thing?
Hey?
Is it the bottom of a candlestick holder?
No, it's a teapot. Yeah, look, it's a teapot. But look, it looks like he's got a little face there. Look, a little mouth. And he
Where's the mouth?
The mouth. I think the mouth it's the mouth and the inky bit, the same thing. It's like under. That's why I was saying it's weird with the knobbly bit there, but we've moved it now, so unless anyone looks underneath,
there you go.
they're not gonna. Oh, thank you.
Service,
this is flipping excellent service. Thank you. Cheers. This is like ASMR for me. I love watching the creative process. I'm just sitting here with my chai tea and living the best life I can in the dystopian nightmare that has become my country. Lol. Oh, that's good to know. I'm glad it's helpful.
I'll jump on the chat.
Listening to me ramble on. Yes. Sorry. Whoever asked the question, rotate, and then you got reset view up there. I'll double click the tool to. I haven't mentioned the course.
Oh.
Have I?
What would you do without me?
Well, no. To be fair, someone did join at the very beginning, and they said, "How can I learn to be a professional designer like you?" And I was like, "Here's a link." Like,
Have you got the trailer working?
Oh, I didn't check before.
Oh, Dan.
Oh no, I'm a bad streamer.
Terrible streamer.
I am. Should we try it?
Yeah.
I'm nervous now. Okay, we'll try the trailer. It didn't work yesterday. But if anyone is interested in checking out my new courses coming out, I've got some already on the site for Photoshop and Illustrator. New masterclasses that will teach the best of what I can teach. And there is a trailer for a lot of it. With the bundle you save like a big chunk of money. So I'm going to try and play it now. If you see a black screen and nothing else, then you know that it completely failed. Which it probably will.
With this ultimate course bundle, you'll gain the skills I've mastered over 2 decades as a professional designer.
I can't believe it actually worked. It worked. Yesterday I tried everything and it was just black screen. So yeah, for the new masterclass for Photoshop is coming out on the 15th of March. That was definitely a cat heather, I heard that one. And then there's the masterclass for Illustrator that is coming out on the 30th of April. And this is a completely new masterclass. These 2 courses are going to teach the absolute best of what I can teach with the software. So if you've seen, I don't know what I would say is some of my best work, or you know, the logo designs, the photo manipulation stuff, whatever, and you're like, oh, I wish I could make that. These courses are going to teach the tools, the techniques, the secrets, the tricks for how I do it. Basically, that's pretty much it. So yeah, very, very exciting. I can't wait to get those up. He's going to suddenly leap at me, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Right, music, music, music. Let's go. I'm feeling good about this one. I really love this idea. Yeah, Steve, there is a cat behind me. What he'll do is he'll jump up and surprise me. Yeah, British have one L on enroll. It is a bit confusing. Oops. Wrong layer. Yeah, rotating the canvas like this with a pen display or tablet is quite good, because doing like a brush stroke in certain directions is much more natural than others. So you just kind of rotate the canvas to give you the best advantage, whether you're left or right-handed it. So I can kind of get the curves nice there. R, reset, boom, and I'm back. Keyboard shortcuts is the way I'm moving around so quickly as well. So, okay, right. This is the hard bit now. I got to wrap the tentacle around the spout. Oh, actually, hang on. Hang on, Envato Elements. They've got tentacles on there. I know they've got tentacles. I could try generative AI as well in Photoshop. I need it to like have I need a grip tentacle, so it's gripping the spout. Yeah. Ooh, maybe one of these. That one could be very good. And this one. Oh, they like their tentacles in Vato, don't they? Great if you're doing a design with tentacles in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I can rotate the angle So what do I need? Okay, we've got the underside. And this is good because you can match the angle. Slightly different tentacle style, but I feel like that'll match. I can tighten the noose a little bit. Yeah, we'll try that one.
Someone says, how can you make that so smooth?
Sorry?
Someone says, how can you make that so smooth?
Make what?
I don't know.
What am I making smooth?
Ask them.
How can you make that so smooth? How do you mean, sorry? What's smooth? Am I talking?
Fred Mai says, oh, so happy to finally see you live from Haiti.
Oh, excellent. Well, hopefully I don't disappoint you. Fred Mai from Haiti. Hopefully you have a good time. Right. Okay, this one I need a really tight coil here for the handle, which is very thin. So yeah, this is the downside of the AI. It's kind of almost generated this weird tentacle that's sort of bending around in a somewhat weird way and then gets smaller and then gets larger, which is a bit weird, but so I need the kind of like that, but the other way around. Is that right? It's more the angle. I can rotate it myself, but it's the angle I got to get right. We'll try it. And she, how it looks.
Lamo Zam says, hey Dansky, advance congratulations for the 1 million subscribers.
Oh, we've done that one. We've done that one, Poppy darling.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
Oh, maybe they posted it again.
Oh, okay.
Thank you again. Are you going to add something else to the composition? Probably not, no. And I think the reason for that is kind of almost what I said at the beginning, that I think the most important thing with compositing, and the thing a lot of people get wrong the most, is the technical execution. So if you can do it well between 2 images, you can do it well between 10. But if you composite 10 images and you don't have the fundamentals down of compositing correctly, it's going to limit kind of how good your design will be. Whereas if you can practice with 2 images, do 2 images, 2 images, 2 images, and you can get those looking good consistently, if you turn 2 images into 10, it doesn't make a difference. All it just does is add more time. Hey, Matty from Argentina. Maybe a tentacle in Blender. Oh, that might be pushing it for me.
Cal's got a joke.
A man walks into a doctor's office with a frog on his head, and a doctor asks, "So what are you complaining about?" To which the frog replies, "A man has grown in my testicles." Wait, what? Man walks into a doctor's office.
Because the frog is on the man's head.
What?
Are you okay, Raquel?
It's not just me, is it? I was trying to like just
It took me a minute.
Did I? Yeah. Am I understanding this correctly? Oh my goodness. Oh no! You said the word testicle. Demonetized. Right. Tentacle. Let's see if we can get this looking good. Actually, the colours aren't too bad. This might, maybe, sort of, possibly work kind of well. Hopefully. There's a lot of variables in that statement, but yeah, this could lend itself pretty well actually to wrapping around the teapot. So we'll try that, although it would sort of go behind. Okay, so octopus, let's get rid of this bit. We haven't even got to the shadows and the lighting and everything yet. We're literally just getting the first bit done. Okay. I think we need this to come up here now, because yeah. Do we need that? I feel like I'm going to have to kind of sculpt it a little bit, follow the contours of this part, so like that. Yeah, something like that, sort of. My favourite animal. Hey, Francis. What, octopus or a teapot?
Teapot's not an animal.
Hey?
Teapot's not an animal.
Ah, it could be. Anything could be anything now. Right, I've got another tentacle somewhere, haven't I? Okay, what was I going to do with this one? I was going to stick it over here, wasn't I? Oh, this one's going to be a bit trickier. I need to cut that quite short for it to wrap around that part of the teapot. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I actually quite like doing shadows and shading, because that's the magic when it all comes together and it's like, oh, this is good. But we gotta compose it all first. There we go. All that bit I cut out, we can just ignore that. Wasted all that time. Never mind. Right. Yeah, this is a good idea, Dan. Let's get this in the right place first. Then we can connect it all up after. Boop, boop. Oops, wrong layer. Yeah. So when you're doing this and picking images, like I said earlier, like it's super important to get the right images and the right angle. As we learned yesterday with that flipping apple fiasco, going through 4 apples, or Monday, whenever it was.
I bought some Royal Galas.
Did you?
Yep.
Oh, maybe I Maybe I should just eat an apple on stream in celebration. Right, this tentacle, the big one, has got to go behind because otherwise it's going to be a complete cluster of tentacles that will look horrific. I'm going to eat my headphone.
Kids are leaving.
The kids left, have they? I had enough of this shit. They're like, right, I'm getting out of here. My mum and dad have abandoned us. Okay, right. Little micro tentacle peeking around there. Can I stick you somewhere? Maybe at the top? I don't know. Might get a bit tentacle-tastic, but I'll put a pin in it. And we'll remember that there is a mini tentacle here. This is why I kind of wanted this image as well, because the tentacles are actually away from the body, floating out in that white space, so I can remove them, I can cut them, edit them. No, don't start that again. We can't do that again. How was your afternoon tea? Oh my goodness, it was amazing. Oh, Graphics guy, new Photoshop masterclass. It's listed now. Yes, the new. So basically, anything that's got, I think the bundles that have got the new masterclasses in. So whether it's Photoshop First Class Masterclass, Photoshop in Illustrator Masterclass, or the Ultimate Bundle of everything. If you enroll before the 13th, you save a chunk. Like, you save quite a bit getting it as a bundle. So if you are interested and you want to save some money, the bundles are the way to go. So like, the Ultimate Bundle is all 5 courses. And that's what, $379?
Great Valentine's Day present.
UK. Great Valentine's Day present. The American accent is so great.
Go on, do your American accent.
I can't do an American. Wait, what? We weren't doing an American accent, or was that just a general statement?
I think you were like, I swear you said something about the boys leaving.
Did I?
Maybe just so like.
Oh no,
oh,
Benjamin! Did I say? Did I say something? That's what I had to say. Did I miss an American accent? The closest I can even get to American, and this isn't even close, is I just got my Red Dead Arthur Morgan. Come on, Dutch! Hey, boy.
Lenny!
Lenny! Come on, Lenny! Hey there, boy. How you doing? Goddamn Pinkertons! That won't mean anything to you. Lenny! Lenny!
The pub scene.
Oh my god, the pub scene. When you go into the saloon and everyone just turns into Lenny. Lenny! Lenny!
Lenny, what you doing?
Oh, that was so funny. When I saw that the first time, that caught me totally off guard. Because you're supposed to, your mission is to go and save someone who's been put in jail. And then his solution is like, let's go to the pub first for one drink. And yeah, the pub scene's amazing. Oh, it's so funny. Love it. Right.
Heather's a gamer.
Lenny. Oh, very good.
Graphics guy says, I already have that AI course, so I'm gonna just do the Photoshop course. Thank you.
Oh, cool. Yeah, just to let everyone know, the Illustrator Masterclass, the current one, that and the new Masterclass, totally different. They're totally different courses. The first one is like a beginner to intermediate slash advanced level. So it'll do the whole thing. The new Masterclasses, both of those are going to start at an advanced level. So if you're a beginner, don't start with the Masterclasses, the new ones, because they're gonna start assuming you know the tools and you've at least got like a good chunk of experience. They're going to go into the most advanced stuff I can teach. Right, octopus. Octopus, octopus. Yeah, what about this one? This... Doo-doo-doo. Are you afraid of AI taking your job? No. I mean, it's definitely probably going to get complicated when AI starts releasing content and you can enter Dansky as a voice.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Can I... Is my voice protected by copyright? I've got no idea. But the thing with an AI, unless they clone me, it will never be me. So even if it sounds like me, I'd like to see an AI do a live stream. Actually, they'd probably just deep fake me, wouldn't they? They'd probably just clone my voice. Okay, I'd like to see an AI deep fake me, clone my voice, and have 2 cats that are especially weird. Yeah.
Get me the scissors.
Scissors? You got scissors in your bedroom, haven't you?
No, I didn't run here.
Really?
Do do do.
Oh, I'm blind. There you go.
I'm making a nice little stack of wood.
Oh, a stack of wood.
So I'm gonna get this, cut a little bit, and I'll have like loads of clips and tie them all together.
Oh, nice.
No, why is that on OPC and even on there?
Because that is on the computer.
Oh.
And on the camera.
Oh, is he watching the stream over there?
Yeah.
Oh, bless him.
Mm-hmm.
Do 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 do.
Like and subscribe to my daddy.
You are adorable. I like that, Benjamin. AI can't draw hands, much less be a whole ass Dansky. AI can't be ginger. That is a very good point. Won't be a true ginger. I think it's, I mean, I don't know. What do I know, really? Probably nothing. But I think it's kind of like with AI art, you know, you can call it art, but on some level it is kind of, art is so much more than just, you know, the strokes on the canvas or the end result you see. There's art is like, it's about expression. There's like so much that goes into it beyond the end result. You know, just because you can generate something and call it art because it might look similar to art, that doesn't mean it's art. Do you know what I mean? And so I think it's the same with people and humans and education. You know, you might be able to clone my voice and clone my face, but an AI ain't gonna ever be me. You know, because I'm just bloody weird. And unless you get like a weird AI and you scramble around with the code and throw some cats in there and a couple of kids and a missus over there, and yeah, ain't no AI replacing me. No way.
To Daddy.
Yes. Oh look, this is perfectly gonna wrap round there, right?
Thanks, Heather.
That's adorable.
Hanks.
There you go. You're not going to get that with an AI, are you? Absolutely not. This is weird the way it goes thicker. I don't like that. So I'm going to have to... This tentacle is going on a diet. So let's isolate this one.
Hello, Vahanga, Andrea, and Burmese. 3 new people on.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello there. Lovely to see you, darlings. And the child.
An injury.
There's been an injury. Man down. Eli's got this crazy loud squeal. He'll stub his toe or hurt himself, and he will scream so loud as if it's some sort of serious medical emergency for about 5 seconds, and then the volume level will drop. But it's that initial scream, you just think like, oh my god, what's happened? Leo never used to be like that, but with Eli it's just the loudest scream, and then it calms down very quickly. It's a horrible sound. As a parent, it's just like, oh, please don't do that. Right, liquefy. This is very, very good for sculpting. So, like I said, we're going to put this tentacle on a diet. We're going to trim it down, which is exactly what I need to do. There we go. In fact, maybe I could chunk. I mean, I could try and chunk this one up. As you can see, I'm sort of stretching the pixels a bit, so we are going to get a little bit of blurriness, but because it's quite small, we might get away with it. So I just kind of want this to taper off consistently. And, you know, whether it's a logo or a... Whether it's a logo or a tentacle, I like my curves to be smooth. So I ain't having no janky curves. So that is way better than that. Hello, cat. How are you? So now we... See, he just does what he wants, this cat. He just decided that I'm going to walk in front. Is he alright? Is he...
Oh, he's just being silly.
What did he do?
He just tripped up on outside, but Mummy told him to stay inside.
What, he just fell over on the floor, basically?
Yeah, basically.
Oh my goodness, it sounded like something actually awful had happened.
Yeah, I know.
He does scream, like, he goes 100% for like 5 seconds, and then it's like, oh no, I'm fine.
He's over dramatic.
He's very dramatic.
Literally, he'll literally just have like just fall over, like on a really little step, and then he just go.
Just like that.
Oh, yeah.
Right, there we go. That's pretty seamless. So now I'm gonna, because I've got the shape right, I'm gonna puppet warp. So I'm gonna put pins here. I don't want to move this because this is like the big main connecting bit. And then what we can do is, hey, da 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 da. So we can put pins here, and I can slowly wrap this around this little knobbly bit. I don't know what this is called. If we've got any teapot experts, feel free to tell me what this the anatomy of a teapot. We can hold Alt or Option as well, and we can kind of curve that in. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It's an octopus on a teapot.
Ooh.
A cat, yes.
My one reaction to that is strange.
It is a little bit odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more weird, but I'm not going to explain why. But ask me when you're older.
Wait, what? Okay.
Knobbly. The official term is knobbly bit. Nice. Right, I think I'll keep it open just in case we need more tentacles, but I think we're good. That's, oh man, yeah. This is weird. It's kind of weirdly worked out. Like, very, very well. I will need to have another tentacle coming out the back of him to like be holding himself up. Right, so that's coming in front. Then this one needs to go behind. See, this stuff does take time. This does take a long time to do it properly. Time is 100%. Getting the fundamentals down is one part of it, but the other secret ingredient is time. Just actually having the time, putting the time into doing it properly, and knowing the tools. That is the third secret ingredient. Because I mean, we haven't even got to like the more complex stuff yet. When it comes to shadows and lighting and stuff, which I cannot wait to get to. But with a lot of this stuff, even with these tentacles, knowing the tools is a massive part of it. It gives me like a massive advantage, because I'm like, okay, I've got tentacles, how am I going to do this? Duplicate, isolate, smart object, liquefy, puppet warp, and then we get that. So once you know the tools, when you're presented with a problem or you need a specific outcome, it just becomes very like a logical step by step of, okay, this is what I need to do, this is how I'm going to do it. So I know a lot of people will say the tools don't make a designer, and you know, they are right in that, but when you know the tools, you can almost, and you practice the tools and master them, you can create whatever you can imagine at that point. I need to do X, I'm going to use Y, kind of thing. Okie dokie. So we're going to go around there. Mask you out. So I'm still using that brush with that 70 to 80% hardness. So it's not perfectly smooth and soft and fluffy, which is rubbish. But it's not too hard either, which will look too crystal clear, and you know, nothing in reality has like a perfectly hard edge. Everything's got like a slightly soft edge. Drama over?
Yeah, he fell out the front door.
I thought you were going to say fell out a window then for some reason.
Tripped up on the...
This will be a masterpiece. I got a good feeling about this, Raquel. He tripped up as he was going out the door. He tripped.
Going out the door, tripped and...
Oh, bloody idiot! What are you doing, you fool?
His knee.
He bruised his knee.
Bruised.
His knee. He's got a battle scar now.
Yeah.
He's a warrior. Congratulations, Eli. You're a man.
I don't think he got much sleep last night.
Did he not? You know, I told him off earlier because he was quite naughty. I went and just when you were out, I went and sat with him on the sofa. I just sat next to him, just put my arm around him, and he was just watching Mr. Bean, the cartoon version. Yeah. And then he just, out of nowhere, just grabbed hold of my hands with both of his hands and just nuzzled into me. And I feel like it was a little bit like, I know I've been naughty today and I'm sorry, but I love you, Daddy. It was kind of like that sort of.
He is
yeah, he is. He's what would you even call him? He's like rocket fuel, but then he's just adorable.
He's like a storm, but then he'll calm down and he'll be sunny. But he's like weather.
Wait, can a storm can't be sunny though, can it? Oh,
No,
right.
weather.
Look at this cat. I'm sorry, I got to show you this picture. Look at this cat, right? Hang on. This is what I got to deal with. It's ridiculous. I can't work under these conditions. Flipping cat is a numpty. Oh, hang on. The screen's going to keep rotating. How do you lock the screen? There you go. Look at his foot. Just on the tablet. He's just positioned himself right in front of the keyboard and just stuck his leg out right across the screen. Do you think you bloody own the place? Oh wait, move your foot. He wants to be an artist too. No, he just wants my attention. He wants love and cuddles and attention. I think, Heather, it's like a display of dominance. He's just there and he's just kicked the foot out. Like if I move it now with the stylus, it's just, yeah, that's it. Move your foot back. You cheeky little sod. Right, there you go. Right, let's get some music going. Catist. Men have dogs, cats have humans. Okay, right, we've got tentacle sculpting now. So we'll call this sculpted tentacle 1. And then this is going to be number 2. Do. Right, smart object. I'm going to probably start up here actually.
Rue's playing with his tail.
Right, isolated tentacle, smart object again. I'm going to keep it like that so I can sculpt it. Any liquefy or puppet warp with a smart object, I can edit it or undo it. Oh, you can't have one. Oh, dogs have owners, cats have stuff. Oh, 100%. Stuff.
Cat person's an introvert.
Oh, funny.
I wouldn't say I'm an introvert though.
Say again?
So, cat persons are introverts. I wouldn't say I'm an introvert.
No, you're not an introvert at all.
But then I love dogs as well.
I mean, I hate labels for anything, but apparently there's something called an ambivert, which is a bit of both. Which that's definitely what I am. I like my own space, but
You're definitely more introvert than extrovert. But when you, you're good.
I think I'm good.
You
You had a good bye down when you go out. You behave yourself. Don't know why we've gone Scottish again.
Laugh of the party.
Oh, that was so funny. That was wait, when was that? That was a while ago now. Basically, I went out with Poppy and her friends, and we all got really drunk, and it was flipping great.
Yes. Half an hour. The boys have got football in half an hour.
Oh no! Oh, that's a shame.
Why?
Because I'm just having a flipping marvelous time doing this.
Go out for a coffee.
I know, but octopus. You can't force me. No. Fine. I suppose I'll come out for a coffee.
Just bring the stream to the lounge.
Literally, just take the laptop.
Yeah.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, Frodo. Right, what am I doing? Sorry, I got distracted again. I'm a bit disappointed we've not had any technical issues the last few days.
You have?
No.
I swear you have one.
When? Source? Time and place?
I swear you had one when I came in.
I don't think so. No. Oh god, maybe I'm getting better. Oh, that's boring. I mean, the camera didn't start before the stream today, but that was before I went live, so I managed to fix it. Okay, liquefy. Right, so the liquefy's done. How's that going to wrap around? I've not really considered this, have I? Right, I've got the curves good. So this is the puppet warpy bit. So we're going to move the cat out of the way. We're going to put some pins down. So I'm pinning this heavily here because I do not want this part to move. That's the connecting bit. That's probably a bit excessive. But that's the beauty. We can delete pins. Knocks on wood aggressively. Scottish. Oh, we could do a wee bit of Irish, eh? No, that's Scottish again. Oh, hang on. Irish. Irish. Do a bit of Irish. Oi, top of the morning to you laddies. How you doing? You fancy a pint of Guinness down a pub, eh?
Jacksepticeye.
Oh my god, yeah. How does he do that? Top of the morning to you laddies. My name's Jacksepticeye. Oh, funny. I love the Irish accent. I flipping love it.
We need to go to Ireland.
Every time I end up speaking to an Irish person, which isn't very often, whether it's on the phone. Spoke to someone the other day on the phone who was Irish.
Really?
Yeah, it was a work call thing.
Oh.
But if I see someone and they're Irish and they're talking, part of me is listening to what they're saying. The other part is like, oh my God, you're Irish. I love the Irish accent. Oh, I love the Irish accent. I do.
Beautiful.
Bloody beautiful. Right, Kat, you're going to have to go now. You're causing problems. You are fucking beautiful. And I fucking love you. But you got to go. You got to go because I got to do some work now. Go on, feck off with you.
Oh, gross.
Sorry, did I drop him?
He's just not with it.
No, he's not. He's just a...
It's just a weird thing.
I used to watch a nice channel. Yeah, no, he's cool. Zoom out, please. Zoom out of what? Where?
Of the octopus.
Oh. There you go. You're welcome. German accent. German.
Oh.
German.
Schweinhund.
My German is terrible. Ja, das ist nicht so gut. I don't know the accents.
Oh, the little German boy in Poland.
He was. How old was he? Like 3 or 4?
Yeah, he didn't know any Polish or.
No, we didn't know he was German at first until I think was it Mark said. Mark or Monica said he's.
Yeah, Mark knows lots of languages.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This little German boy was outside playing. I think his parents were inside or something. And once we realised he was German, I started counting with him, and we started counting the light bulbs.
He was so happy.
So it was like I would go ein, he goes zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben. It was adorable. They sound angry. Yeah, it can be quite an aggressive sounding language. Like I'm pretty sure if you want to say I love you, it's ich liebe dich. Obviously, you don't always say it like that.
Yeah,
you could say it softly. I love it. Yeah, there's an actor. What's his name? It's the guy from. You've seen Wanted, haven't you? With James McAvoy, Angelina Jolie, Morgan Freeman.
Yes,
it's the German guy. He's in. You've not even seen Valkyrie yet.
No.
Thomas. It's not Becker something. Thomas Becker. Oh, I can't remember his name. He.
Thomas Kretschmann?
Oh, is it Thomas Kretschmann?
Kretschmann?
Oh yeah, I got his name totally wrong. Krankenwagen. Yeah, I just flipping love him, and I just love his accent as well. So I don't know what part of Germany that accent's from, but hey, doo.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's cool. Right, I think if I put a pin here, I might be able to stretch this out. You can see that this tool, the Puppet Warp tool, I don't use it all the time, but when I need to, it's flipping good. It's the perfect tool. Look, we could even bend that in and try and like make some sort of loop. Get it nice and smooth. Smooth curves, whether in Illustrator or Photoshop, I don't care. We got to get smooth curves, right? And the fact that I can get this bit here, just running behind the tip of the spout, the more we can do this kind of interlocking kind of thing, the better this whole thing's going to look. So I can move that into position, hold Alt or Option, and I get the circle, and then I can twist it. So I can get it to kind of squeeze that a little bit more. Bend that up there. This is so cool. This is wicked. When someone first said Octopus Teapot, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking, oh shit, that's gonna be quite tough. But with this design, and the fact someone said octopus, you get it? Octopus. This was meant to be. This is fantastic. Yeah. I just electrocuted myself. That's very silly. I'm guessing not intentionally. Are you okay?
Bad habit of keeping my headphone wire between my lips. Oh dear. Don't do that. Wait, how's that?
Wait, where does it say that?
Still not me. I just had to approve it for some reason.
Oh right, I can't see it in the chat.
How strange.
I think I got electrocuted once. Do you remember when we first started seeing each other down the side of your bed? There was like a plug socket that was really dodgy, hanging off the wall with the wires exposed. And I remember reaching down to like plug a laptop in or something. and it just made a bang noise, and it just I've
Oh,
never
it's
ever
horrible.
I've never been shocked like that in my entire life.
You full on like jolted back, didn't you?
Yeah, it was horrible. I've never been electrocuted like that before. I mean, it's, yeah. Spoiler. I actually died that day, and this is all a dream.
Ghosty.
None of this is real. Don't start that again. Don't start that again. I think all of us went a bit bonkers the other day. We ski, went ski, bonkers ski. Oh dear. Oh, this is so cool. I got to thank you, Afif, for this idea. I'm pretty sure it was you, wasn't it, that came up with the... Yeah. No, Afif, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Afif. He said, I've got an amazing idea, like... And then I was thinking, okay, go on. I think I said, like, go on then, let's see what it is and we'll see if it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's turned out pretty damn well.
Fix Roblox. Look what I done. I done two things. I done two things that ruined Roblox, but I don't know what I just done. I deleted Roblox.
Yeah, but
Oh goodness, the dilemma.
I did delete Roblox.
it's alright, I saved it. Look, there you go.
Oh my god.
What did you say?
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Football in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. So, no,
Okay.
don't do that.
It's adorable, aren't they? Right, this is going to have to run in front. Oh, this is so fun. Please don't take me away.
I want to put 2 wires in a plug and then held one in my hand. Nothing happened, so I also held the second wire and yep, got electrocuted bad. So yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it wasn't your brightest moment. Yeah, we've all done it. I'm going to make a circuit with myself. Hello, welcome to the afterlife. Right, I think... Oh, that little hat is just amazing. I'm going to mask away the teapot because... The top of it, because it's just weird. We're gonna make our octopus much more comfortable. There we go. Very good, very good. Yeah. Actually, I wonder if let's just enable the background for a second and see what it looks like. I mean, I could try and use the original background. It ain't gonna work if he's pouring ink. So Poppy, the idea was that I'm doing it like this at the minute, but I was gonna have the teapot floating, pouring the ink out the spout, and then have one of his tentacles from behind holding him up. So he's kind of holding himself up and pouring ink down.
Doesn't that look like he's just peeing?
Quite possibly. There's a few weird aspects to this that definitely might need some consideration. But if we try to not keep it weird,
Okay.
I feel like we can make it work. Oh, this is flipping awesome. Good job, Dan. Thank you. Yeah, maybe this one. I think I need to either pull this towards the handle or push it away. I might go push it away. But like I said before, it doesn't matter if it's a logo or if it's photo manipulation. The curves have got to be smooth, they've got to be good. Same thing to me. They're just curves at the end of the day. And they will be perfect. Yeah, very symmetrical. Not completely, which is good. So it doesn't feel too perfect. The colour differentiation's not an issue. At least at the moment it's not an issue. I think we've matched the angles pretty well. Be quiet, you. Oh yeah, Puppet Warp's so good. What are you making? Well, someone suggested putting an octopus on a teapot and having the ink coming out the spout. So that's what we're doing.
That teapot looks similar to the one that I had yesterday.
It wasn't bright, but was a little shocking experience. Say again?
That teapot looks like the teapot that I had at the afternoon tea.
Oh, that was so nice.
So good.
Hey Elaine, underwater or palace background scene? To be honest, I've not even thought about it. Yeah, we could do. I mean, underwater. Well, underwater would make sense, but then if the ink is coming out the spout, it would float up rather than pour out, and then I would have to make the whole thing underwater, which actually isn't too hard. And yes, Elaine, you've enrolled in the Ultimate Bundle, so you've got the Photoshop course. Okay, Module 6, I'm pretty sure it's Module 6, is about compositing. And there's a whole bunch of lessons, and that is about putting a guitar in water. It looks really clever and really cool, but it's not actually as tricky as you might think to do. Octopussy looks very regal. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I mean, we could... There's a lot we could do with that teapot. You know, we could do all sorts. We could put textures on it. We could roughen it up a little bit. We could make chips in it. We could make holes in it. We could even, maybe I'm going a bit crazy, we could actually make a hole and have a tentacle coming out the hole, but I'm getting a bit ahead of myself there. We'll see. He's got a hat, which I'm very happy with, so that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it would be actually as hard as it sounds as well, because I would probably get an ink brush from Envato Elements, and I think maybe just be able to kind of stamp in the ink and then just warp it to kind of wave it a little bit to make it fit the water, you know, the motion of the water. So Pope Octopus the First. It does feel a little bit popey, doesn't it? Yeah, Octopussy, that's the James Bond thing. Octopus, that's just, I mean, that's almost too perfect, isn't it? Oh my goodness, what are all your Photoshop tokens? Oh no, how many do you have? I think, unless they've changed it with Creative Cloud, if you've got like the all apps plan, you get 1,000. But I think if it's a single app, it might be like, what, 250 or... Yeah, we could put it in a desert. God, you know, I don't know, to be honest. We will put it somewhere. But I'm 100% going to put the majority of the effort into this sort of part of the composition. A desert would be quite fun, because we could have him hanging, and you could have the ink dripping, and then if you didn't have a desert, you could have a puddle on the floor. If you did have a desert, you can embed this part of the teapot in the sand, which would be an easy win, and it would always look cool. Kind of like if you've not seen the, I did what am I saying? I did a video a while ago on my channel, which was compositing a fidget spinner and putting that in the desert. So it's an old video now, a few years old, but it's still good. It's got like 13, it's like a 13-step process to composite a fidget spinner in the desert. I think that you can download the images as well. So if you want to have a go at that, that's a pretty fun one. Is this octopus AI generated like the snake? Yes. These are both AI generated images. So yeah, I won't find the originals, but basically octopus in a teapot on a very plain-ish background. Yeah, that's funny you say that. I was thinking that. I could shorten the pot and trim off the bottom. I just don't know if the handle would become a bit too close to the bottom. So yeah, if I did stick it in the desert, it would mean I could shave off some of the height in a pretty natural way. That is a good point. Could put it in ice in a frozen lake, although I think I've done a bit too much frozen stuff recently. Octopus in a desert as well. Should there be some water somewhere? Oh, I'll show you something. I get asked this a lot. How do you make water reflections? This, you can do it in Photoshop naturally, but it just, in my opinion, takes ages, never looks as good. Flood 2 plugin by Flaming Pear. Look at this. Yeah, look at that. So there you go. There's your solution right there, Benjamin. I know I did that the other day with the door, so I don't want to become too dependent on this because every scene would just end up having water. But yeah, just to kind of throw that in there. We shave off the height and we have water which fits with the octopus. So oh, I mean, it does look cool. It does look cool. And we could use rule of thirds as well to kind of position the water. So we could divide this into a game of noughts and crosses. Here we go. Hey. What was I saying? Yeah, so we could bring the waterline up, rule of thirds. That could kind of lean in quite nicely with the composition overall. It just looks flipping awesome. If you've never seen that before, you're probably like, oh my god, what? Yeah, so good. Scott. Very good. It could be underwater, yeah. I think it depends what I do with it as well. You know, if I want to have him hanging with a tentacle and then the spout pouring the ink, yeah, it wouldn't make sense having him hanging underwater because what's he hanging onto? But yeah, it needs a bit of thought. Or we could just have him in a coral reef down at the bottom of the ocean. This teapot is sat on the ocean floor. He's had it go. He's gone. Do you know? I'm gonna tie myself around that, and then a little bit of ink pops out the top. So we could do that. Is that a golden toilet? I mean, there's that theory as well. You know, maybe he's using this as a toilet. We don't really know. You know, but what's coming out that spout? It ain't gonna be tea. I can tell you that much. Probably ink of some sort. Right, so we've got sculpted tentacle 3. So the layer management here is considerably better than it's been in the past. We've got, well, I'll call it a sculpted tentacle 4, even though it's not been sculpted. They're the backups. What I sometimes do is I will make like a backup folder and I'll just stick it at the bottom. And make it grey. Just anything I need, I'll kind of stick it in there and turn it off. This is a flippin' good start. This is a much better start than the snake. What time did I start today? 2. Just over 2 hours, yeah. Although to be fair, this is a lot more complicated than the snake. But the shadowing bit is going to be really cool. Yeah, this bit's a bit weird. This kind of like flap on the underside of his tentacle. It's almost like it kind of needs to do this or something. I don't really know. Yeah. I think that looks okay. It'll probably look better once I've kind of added shadows and shaded it a little bit. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. Oh, what's tomorrow? I've got to take the boys to football in a minute. I would carry on. I'm having a flipping great time. This has turned out really well. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Yeah, I might stream tomorrow morning as well, actually. I might do an early one tomorrow. It might be between sort of 9 and 10, but I'll post in the community. By the way, if anyone would like to join the community, it is completely free. So here is a link to the community. And if you'd like to sign up for my 30 days of Design Gold, essentially what I've done is taken some of the best bits of knowledge and experience and advice, whether it's clients, portfolio stuff, design tips, how to pick colors, pick fonts, just all these little random nuggets over the last 20 years, and put this into like an email sequence. So every day you get one email with some tips, advice, things you can and can't do, like whatever, and then like an actionable set of steps. So it's it's not too word heavy, but it gives you practical stuff you can try. Completely free, just got to throw an email in. So there is a link to sign up. Wrong community. No, I think that's the right one. Let's just check. Yeah, that's the right one.
We need to go.
We got to go, have we?
Yeah.
Oh no! Should we take 2 cars? Because I've got to wind all this down and get changed and get my socks, get my shoes. We got 5 minutes to get there. Is it? What time have they got to be there?
In 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, that ain't happening. No, wait, is it not? No, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, well, you take like 20 minutes.
No, we got 15 minutes. Okay, no, we're good. We'll take 1 car. We're good. You can make the bottom of the teapot a window with fish looking out. Oh, what? Like add glass in here and then have fish swimming around, like an underwater teapot fish tank. And this is his fish tank, and these are his fishy subjects. I do like that idea. No, it's not just a straight Discord link. The link to the community. If you sign up there, then what that means is I get people's email, so I can stay in touch with them outside of Discord and social media or whatever. But then they get the Discord link emailed to them directly. So it's a good way for me from a business point of view to kind of capture someone's email, but also like I have such awesome conversations with people over email now. Like the amount of people that have signed up to the 30 days, and even after that first email, they've emailed me and said, "Oh, I'm struggling with this." They've like opened up. Some people have sent me very heartfelt messages. You know, I'm struggling with this, this, and this. Can you help me learn this? And it's just been amazing. Yeah. So it's useful from a business point of view to capture someone's email, like for marketing and all this stuff. But a game which I'm very slow to start playing. But it's actually just been amazing to just have conversations with people directly over email. And you can't do that on like YouTube, for example. So it's it's been really good to kind of get to know some people and help them over email. And maybe one day they'll buy one of my courses, you know, who knows. But yeah, either way, it's awesome. Yes, fish tank, I do like that. If you scroll back up, there is a link for the Discord and for the 30 days. I like the idea of him living in a teapot on a seabed and ambushing prey like a trapdoor spider does. Yeah, that's a good idea as well. Oh, so many ideas. And that does fit with the menacing theme. Oh, man. This is gonna look so good. Oh, when it starts off this good and everything slots into place like this, you know it's gonna look good at the end. Ah, right. I gotta go. Kids to football, and then we've got half an hour of child-free time. So I'll probably carry on with this later. And like I say, I'll post in the community tomorrow morning and just let you know if I'm gonna do a cheeky live and maybe carry on with our octopussy friend. Yeah, sure. I'll send it again. There we go. There's the community link. And yeah, cheers Afif for the idea. Flippin' love it. Super cool. Nice one. Right, catch you later, guys. Have a fantastic day and evening and all that good stuff. And I will see you soon. Maybe tomorrow. Bye.
With this ultimate course bundle, you'll gain the skills I've mastered over 2 decades as a professional designer.